Stop doing this for your rotator cuff. The rotator cuff is a group of 4 muscles that all need to work together. What people often do is try to blame just one of these muscles whenever we need to teach the entire shoulder how to work together. Today we'll go through a simple set of exercises to strengthen your shoulder through a full range of motion. The best way to strengthen the rotator cuff is to actually rotate it. And if you have any sharp, intense pains in your shoulder, do not be listening to a sexy man on the internet. Go and see your doctor or physiotherapist. To make a real change, we're going to go through 4 principles, and each are as important as each other. Number 1, make sure to clear the space in the upper back so that the shoulders can actually be put into a good position. Number 2, gain control of your scapulas, or scapulae. Number 3, add gentle resistance to a full range of motion. Finally, implement a loaded exercise that can be increased over time. The little 1 kilo dumbbell only gets you so far. At the end, we're going to give you a simple program that you can use to keep your shoulders healthy. The first exercise is for our upper back. It's called a Zenith Rotation, or the thread the needle. You may have seen this before, but how we're going to do it is really, really important. So what Jenny's going to do here is reach her right arm through her left first of all, and then this is the little change that we make to it. As she brings herself back up, she goes as far as she can. For most of you, you'll get stuck about here. From there, big deep breath in, and as she breathes out, she then tries to pull herself around further. Her arm is only moving because her upper back is moving. She's not doing this yet, okay? So that's rep 1. Next one again, reach through, protract the shoulder blade here, and then as we come back around, it's all upper back, upper back, upper back, upper back. Big breath out, try to go a bit further again. And then last rep, we bring it down, we reach as much as we can, and then we bring it round. You just think all in the upper back, all in the upper back. Go as far as you can. Big breath out to go a little touch further. And on your last rep, this third one, then Jenny reaches the arm afterwards and gets a bit of a stretch in the pec as well. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to feel the difference there. It's a good one to play with. And then we repeat that on the other side. So you reach through, you go up, you think all upper back, upper back, upper back, upper back. You big, big, big breath out. You should feel a stretch in your ribs as you do this. And then back down, rep 2. Get a nice protraction in the shoulder blade. Bring it up, thoracic spine opens up, big breath out to go a bit further, all in the upper back first. And then last one, back up, big breath out when you feel like you get stuck, and then add the arm onto the end, get that extra stretch into the hand. You can even pull the fingertips back a wee bit as well, and you might feel a bit of tingling going down the arm. Don't worry, it's totally fine. Next exercise. Now we're going to learn how to move our shoulder blades properly. This is really weird if you've never tried it before, so don't freak out if you can't do it right away. Just a bit of practice and you'll get it. So what Jenny's going to do is just on an all fours position. You can have your weight back a little bit if you need to, or forward, just depends on what feels nice to you. The goal here is to not let your elbows bend, okay? If your elbows bend, you have to send me money over the internet, okay? From here, Jenny is going to make a big circle forwards with her shoulder blades, okay? There should be a lot of movement going here, and this is what people miss when it comes to rotator cuff. You should learn how this all moves all together, and it should feel smooth. So she's doing 10 circles forwards, nice and slow, and trying not to make it clunky. So the first time you ever try this, if Jenny does a couple of just when you've ever never tried it before, you're maybe just all bend the elbows, everything just doesn't, it's all shuddery, nothing just feels like it's working right. Your goal over time with practice with this is to make it nice and smooth and controlled. And trust me, you'll wonder what you ever did before these things whenever you get the hang of it. The next variation is to then make backward circles. And a funny thing as well is one you might find very, very easy, and the other way you'll find is really, really weird. So this is a really nice thing to do to teach you how to have control of your shoulder blades. And if you have better control of your shoulder blades, you can have better overall stability. You can also do this concept while you're hanging from a pull-up bar as well, or from a horizontal position, either using rings or a TRX. The next exercise is to put that low resistance in through the full range of motion. So it's called a banded shoulder dislocate. So Jenny is going to reach forward slowly, and she's thinking about trying to reach to the wall in front of her, lets her shoulder blades protract around. Then she's thinking about trying to reach up to the ceiling, so she actually lets them elevate up as well. There's no such thing as trying to set your shoulder blades into a perfect position to do exercises. You have to let them move. Then she brings it back down. As she brings the arms back down, the shoulder blades will start to depress again. You'll see the awesome traps working. And then from there, they go all the way down in a neutral position, and then she can wrap the band around herself and squeeze in from the pecs. So this works here. You get more shoulder protraction again, and then on the way back round, she lets everything come up. She goes nice and slowly as she does these. So 10 reps like this. nice and slow. Well, maybe not do the 10 because it'll take ages to do, but that's how slow you want to actually do these. Feel everything moving. See if one shoulder is trying to do this compared to the other shoulder. When you reach that bottom position there, as you notice Jenny did, she pulled it around herself as well. So you're trying to get your lats to work in this bottom position too. So it's really important to do these like this rather than just doing 20 as fast as you can. You're not going to get the same benefits like that. So it's all about control, letting yourself feel everything move, letting yourself feel the muscles have to work. You're having a little bit of tension on the band. Start off with a light band first of all. Over time, yes, you can build up to a stronger band, but there's no rush on doing this. We're after the motion first and just that gentle resistance. So it's really good for the shoulders because you're getting that full range of motion. It's also really good for relaxing the neck as well. So if you find any weird pinching sensations in this one, I wouldn't move on to the next exercise yet. Stick with the first few until this feels completely pain-free for you. The last exercise, and probably one of the most important for long-term shoulder health, is the dumbbell shoulder rotation. So this is a really nice exercise if Jenny starts, is to just bring it in front of the body and then up and around the head like this. So the thumb's pointing down first of all, and then back down nice and slowly, getting a nice stretch in the bicep. And then you start off the same way, you rotate inwards, and then you go up to the side of the head on that same side, and then you go around the back of the head. And what you'll see here is so much movement in and around the shoulder blade. This is how shoulders are supposed to move. If you're never moving your shoulders like shoulders, and your shoulders start playing up, it's a wonder why. So you start off with the little dumbbell first of all with this, of course. So if the motion's painful to do like this with no weight at all, then you're not ready for it yet. But when it feels okay, you start off with a 1 kilo dumbbell. We've been doing these for years, and you can progressively load this over time. So Jenny's built this up. She can use a 10 kilo dumbbell. I've built it up over time. I've used over a 20 kilo dumbbell with it. It is a great exercise that actually starts to help build the joint strength up, but it also builds good muscle as well. So it can become a part of your overall shoulder training. Make sure you do it on both sides as well. Nice rep scheme to do is just 5 of the first variation and then 5 of the second variation as well, or you can just alternate them and do 10 in total and just alternate which one you're using each time. So do them nice and slow and controlled, and just keep remembering whenever it feels easy that you feel like you could do like 20 reps with one weight, you'll be ready to then increase the weight that you're using, and that's going to help you to stop running into any future problems with your rotator cuff. To put these together as a program, you're going to do 1 to 3 rounds every other day. You're going to do 3 Zenith rotations each side. Remember the breathing technique. You're then going to do 10 forward shoulder rolls, 10 backward shoulder rolls, then 10 shoulder dislocates, and then 5 each variation of the dumbbell shoulder rotation each side as well. Aim to use these exercises every other day until your shoulders feel better. Then you can reduce the frequency. And if you need to, at the time of using them, reduce the reps until you feel more confident with them. That is totally fine as well. Make them work for you. And whenever your shoulders do feel better, make sure you keep them as part of your overall programming to keep your shoulders happy and healthy forever. If you want to find out more about mobility training with us, make sure to head over to tommorrison.uk and check out our online programs. Sound quality possible for today, because today is a good day. Today is the best day, because today is Friday.